We're live. Just like that.
Nice. Thank you.
All right. Welcome to the Shut Up and Ride podcast, where we interview, yes, all of you out there, interview mountain bikers, free riders, and generally cool people. These two guys, this is Manny and Julio Chavez, who I rode with about a year ago, and we were just lamenting that we haven't been able to hook up for a long time. And I'm going to tell you something about these guys. These guys have the most underrated channel in the interwebs by far. Another couple thing about these guys. Let me show you something real quick. Watch this technology. See if I can make this work.
Blow my mind, Matt. Blow my mind.
Now, if you thought that was cool, I made those guys do that like 5 times easily. We had a great ride, great fun. So I have their channel in the subscription. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Manny Chavez, and we've been riding for a little bit over 3 years now. We race, and we have a few sponsorships now as well, so it's pretty cool.
I'm Julio Chavez. I usually do more of like the filming stuff, try to showcase Manny's skills here. He's like super talented rider, like way above, one of the more underrated riders, I believe, also. So I'm not just saying that just because he's my brother. So
now, I did see Manny on a podium in outside Las Vegas. What happened there, Manny?
Yeah, that was a bootleg enduro series. I came the March race. I came in first place.
Nice.
I got the win overall in enduro, so it was pretty cool.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys both this. I know you guys. I know you're in school. What takes up all your time that you're not doing more YouTubes?
I think for the most part it's work and school.
yeah.
But to be completely honest, we're just out. We have too much fun that we forget to film.
Yeah, it's definitely school is definitely a big part of it. Work is definitely a big part of it.
What are you guys studying?
Information technology. Well, I am at least. Well, networking specifically. Both of us are actually.
Yeah, we're doing the
same thing.
Hang on. Let me put this up on the screen and get my head out of my butt. This is a really good looking channel right here. I follow these guys a lot. Not just because they're local guys and I like these guys. Do you guys ever see yourselves spending more time on this?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we had a big plan for 2020 before the whole COVID thing kind of hit. So if you see some of our more better produced videos came out like earlier this year, like in January and stuff. So we were really gonna ramp up, and we had a whole bunch of trips planned. Manny was gonna do a whole bunch of races. We had vlogs planned. We just weren't able to commit to that because of the whole Corona thing, which kind of sucked. But
The what thing?
what's up?
The what thing?
Oh, because Corona. We weren't able
Corona. What is that?
The virus.
Oh, that. Oh.
Yeah.
I do have a bone to pick with you guys. I mean, I love your logo, but you got to change it.
Yeah.
Because when it gets like really small,
Yeah.
especially you guys have a great Instagram following and great Instagram posts. Like all of your Instagram posts they take about half as much time as any kind of YouTube video. And that's astounding. Well, let me ask you guys this. What kind of mountain bikes do you have? Oh, look at this guy. No one likes Henry. What up? There's Henry. Henry's the awesomest.
Yeah.
Tell me who your sponsors are, by the way.
So like our bike sponsors, we're working with Eminent Cycles. They're like a relatively new company. I'd say like 3-4 years now.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're talking about.
Yeah, we're also working with Spartan, which is our local bike shop sponsor here, which actually got us in contact with Eminent. So Spartan's been really awesome and so they've done a lot for us. So they're definitely.
I've never heard a bad thing about Spartan. I mean,
yeah, they're awesome, man.
That's all I've ever heard about them. Yeah, I remember riding with you guys. I've ridden with Henry, and God, I haven't seen Henry for a year either. So shame on me. Let me ask you this. What kind of mountain bikes do you guys have?
So I have the Eminent Haste 27.5 right now, but it's running the mullet setup.
We actually have the same exact bikes. We're both running the DVO forks because we're actually sponsored by DVO as well.
DVO is another sponsor.
Is that what you won your podium with?
I did, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let me ask. I actually was wondering about this today, asking you guys this. Are you guys gearheads?
Are we gearheads?
Yeah. Do you have to have, the best shock, the best? You're obviously very, very elite riders. And I guarantee you, Henry will he'll tell everyone in here that that's true. But for instance, do you have to have the right hub, the right slack, the right everything? Are you guys those guys?
If money was no option, yes, I would definitely be that guy.
Okay.
But unfortunately, better parts cost more money, and we can't really get that for me. I want to have the best material when I'm racing. That's me at least. I know it's.
I think for me myself, it's a little bit different. I think I really don't need to have the best stuff. I don't have the best wheels on the bike. I have aluminum bars, I have aluminum cranks. I don't have carbon. The only thing that's carbon is the frame. Sure, yeah, but at the end of the day, none of that stuff is gonna make you a better rider. Sure, it looks good and it feels good, but you riding and you being a good rider depends on you. Your skill.
Yeah, I agree with Julio a little bit more than Manny. I was talking to a SRAM guy, and they're one of my supporters. And I was talking to the dude, and he was talking about XX brakes, the top of the top of the top.
Yeah.
And he said the most interesting thing to me. He goes, "They're great brakes, but I would never buy them." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, because they're made so light. They're just made for the UCI Pro Circuit. If you drop your bike over the wrong way while you're just sitting there getting a drink, you could break them." And SRAM's not known for great brakes anyway. I shouldn't say that, but they have supported me a lot. Let me ask you this. Tell me your worst injuries on mountain bikes. You both seem very, very fearless.
I had actually right around this time last year, we were doing a group ride with one of the locals here. It was his birthday, and it was supposed to be a pretty chill ride, so I didn't wear any knee pads, and I went dressed to the theme of the birthday ride. So I had a cut shirt.
Had a white beater on.
Yeah, I had a white beater on with some jeans, but they were cut.
Jorts.
And no
Nice.
pads. The very first drop going into national, I somehow washed out and tore my rotator cuff on my right side and fractured my collarbone. And it took me out for 4 months, and then it messed me up mentally too. So
Wow. How about you, Julio?
Well, I've been more fortunate. I haven't really had really big accidents or crashes with it. I mean, I broke my finger once, but that wasn't, I just had a little splint or whatever for, I don't know, 6 weeks. I mean, it was good to go.
You guys are really into the culture as well. I mean, I remember watching one of your videos or Instagrams, and it was like a Halloween ride. And I think Julio dressed up like Peter Pan. I don't remember what you did, Manny.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to that ride.
Yeah, I had to work. So
girlfriend?
No, I was actually stuck at work that day.
Do you have a girlfriend?
What was that?
I told you guys what's off limits. So do you guys have girlfriends?
No.
No girlfriends.
All right.
Listen. All the older people that we talk to, they say, "You have a girlfriend?" And we're like, "No." They're like, "Good. Keep it that way." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know."
Girls are pretty cool. I like them a lot.
They're pretty cool.
Octo Dad wants to know how often you guys ride. Legit. How often a week?
3-4 days a week, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I try to do like at least 4 weekdays and both weekend days. So just for
Even in the heat? I don't think people that aren't Arizonans like us three realize what the heat can be. So you don't mind going out in 114?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's crazy because he's used to go out like 1 p.m. in the middle of January to go ride his bike. And I'm like, June or whatever. Yeah, June. And I'm like, dude, like you're crazy. I don't want to do that. You know, I'd rather go at like 5 in the morning where it's bearable.
Yeah, I hear you. But you get used to it. I mean, it's not that big a deal after a while, and that's what happens. And all the Karens, all the moms out there. So where do you guys ride the most? Somo?
South Mountain. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes away from our house. So.
And you guys are just tied up. Here's the other thing I wanted to ask you guys. How long have you guys been going downtown Phoenix and riding stairs and in Tempe and being like hoodlums and doing that kind of stuff? Is that a new thing for you guys?
Yeah, it is actually relatively new. We started hanging out with this Blackbird Bike Co. And they do their every like almost every night, every Friday night they do like urban night rides. So we recently joined that.
That sounds fun.
It's so rides like that, like urban rides and stuff. I feel like it's more of like a BMX kind of thing. So really, the people that hang out at the bike shop have a BMX background and stuff. So it really ties in well with things that you would encounter on the regular trails versus like things that you would encounter in urban. There's lifts, there's drops, there's stairs, there's like a whole bunch of stuff that you can practice on. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm sure if I don't know if you've done it before, but if you were to go, you'd be like, oh man, this is kind of fun.
No, I haven't. I'm not going to. I'm old. There's no way I'm doing that. I do too many things now that are plenty dangerous. Let me ask you this. Hopefully you don't get this question wrong. I was thinking about how old you guys are, and you'll probably live to 2080. Will you ever have a pedal-assisted mountain bike?
Yes, definitely.
Julio?
I think so. I think I would. Yeah.
I think within the next 10 years, they're going to be much lighter, much more affordable, and it's going to be more like easy accessible for people.
I agree. I'm to the point now where I think it's going to be the next 5 years. I think you're going to be able to buy an $800 pedal-assisted, decent little Schwinn at Walmart. That'll be the next Walmart bike. I really do. I mean, based on how fast it's going right now, 70% of all mountain bikes in Europe are EMTB. And I think the local bike stores that aren't embracing them and trying to be cool guys, they're going to be left in the dust in a big, big, big way. All right, let me stop for a second. In the meantime, if you're here seeing it live, if you're not seeing it live, it doesn't matter. In the description, these guys, this is the weirdest thing about YouTube. You could be a fat old man like me and get a couple of subscribers. And the weird part is I can tell you firsthand, riding with these guys are some of the most elite riders easily in this state right now. And the only thing that's holding them back is that pesky education they're trying to get. But once these guys get moving, you'll be able to say, I was a subscriber then. And so go ahead and subscribe to these guys. Spartan didn't get a hold of these guys for no good reason. They're pretty noticeable guys. All right. This is a hard one. Cake or pie? Manny?
Definitely pie.
All right, you can stay.
I like cake. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I do like cake.
You have a choice between cake or pie. It's an easy question.
I think pie you have much more options than cake.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know, man. Birthday cake, carrot cake.
Carrot cake is good.
I choose
Carrot.
cake. I can't. You know. I can't.
Or whatever. We'll go split.
You done?
All right.
Get out.
Get out. All right. Here's a difficult question that everyone's found. Well, some people have found this a fascinating question. Tell me something that you think is true that almost nobody else thinks is true. I'll start with you, Julio.
What's something that I think is true that no one else thinks is true?
Yeah.
I think that Eagle is overrated, and I've said this before. 100%.
Why?
I think it's only one gear. It's not going to really make a difference. 11 gears, you know, you can have an 11 speed with the same gear ratio. It's cheaper, you know what I mean, than 12 speed. It's less likely to get, you know, bent if you hit your derailleur because it's shorter derailleur. The chain is a little bit thicker, so the chain is sturdier. There's a whole bunch of different things that I think make it worthwhile to stick with it with the 11 speed and to switch over to a 12 speed. I really don't think that it's worth it.
I rarely get there anyway. I have it, and I rarely use it. I look at my cassette and I'm like, it's not even nicked up. How about you, Manny? What do you think is true that nobody else thinks is true?
Jesus. I'll have to. I've been
Jesus is true.
You had all that time to think, man.
No,
Yeah.
I think Cushcore's a real thing.
Really?
I absolutely. Yeah, I really like Cushcore. I like the idea of being able to actually like adjust you pretty much have suspension on your wheels as well. Because if you put more air, you get more.
Yeah, but it's heavy. It's nasty. Makes your bike weigh a ton. I have no dog in that fight. I would never use Cushcore, but I get it. I mean, if you're going to land on your bike, do you guys destroy bikes a lot?
I destroy wheels a lot. Yes.
I broke the rear triangle on my YT, and I broken 2 rear triangles, right? Or he broke one, and I broke the other on my 2 previous Diamondback bikes. So we definitely used to ride pretty rough. But I feel like as you progress, you know, you become a smoother rider, become a lighter rider, which is good. You preserve your bike and stuff. So.
Yeah, here's a good comment right here. I can't spin fast enough in Eagle gear to stay upright. And that's a really thoughtful way to put it. It's just you're a hamster at that point. You might as well be pushing your bike anyway.
Yeah.
You guys ever clip in?
Yeah, I actually just not just started. I'd say like 4 months in now. I don't think it's better than flat pedals, but I think they have their own advantage for sure.
False.
Yeah.
It is better than flat pedals.
I think
here's the weird part. I've never flat pedaled in 5 million years of mountain biking, and this guy, you guys know XC Ben, right? He's a great rider.
Yeah.
I should ask Ben. Hey Ben, well Ben will be on the show pretty soon. Ben, do you ever flat pedal? Like ever? I feel really uncomfortable if I'm not clipped in. Let me ask you this, and this could be about YouTube, or it could be about life. What's the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten?
Jeez, I don't even know where to begin.
Just send it.
That's bad
No,
advice.
You can't just send anything. No. You get hurt
Explain.
like that.
No, explain. That's a thoughtful answer.
I know of quite a few buddies where they're like extremely good at jumping, and there's like this big double. I'm not. Me personally, I'm not that good at jumping myself. And they're like, "Oh yeah, just go to speed and just send it." Like, no, I don't think it's that simple. When you're gonna be like at least a second and a half, 2 seconds in the air, like a lot can go wrong in those 2 seconds when you just send it.
I know that drop at Hawes that you guys took a hard look at it before we even got there, and you didn't just send it, and then you guys kind of figured it out. I think even Julio or maybe Manny put a line down with your foot, like this is the spot. I'm not going to be an idiot here. And that's a great answer. What about you, Julio? What's your worst piece of advice?
For sure, the worst piece of advice I ever gotten is just have one more beer. If you don't want to have one more beer, don't do it.
Henry says, advice, fat girls need love too. Yeah, they do. That's good advice. Ben says he tried to ride flats in New York because I couldn't rent clip shoes. It was terrible. My feet didn't want to stay on the pedals when jumping. And that's the same with me. I never jump. I'll get off the ground a little bit. I can clear like a deck of cards, but I agree with that. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
For actually really good advice that I got, it was for racing. You're only going to perform as well as you're prepared. Like, don't try to pull something out of your ass last minute, because then that's how you end up getting hurt or mistakes happen.
That track looks so nasty and gnarly and rocky. I saw you do that. That was something else. What about you, Julio?
Best piece of advice. I'd say best piece of advice I've ever gotten is honestly just like do what you love. I mean, I know it sounds really cheesy, really corny, I guess, yeah. But
It does. It does.
I mean, even since I was like a little kid, I wanted to do like IT stuff, and so at my job now, I'm never bored. I love it.
You guys are pocket nerds. Both of you guys are, aren't you? For the most part.
Kind of. I mean, sure, yeah, computers are fun and stuff, but mountain biking is like another world. You have two things that you love, and you get to do them, and you're pursuing them. So that's what we're trying to do.
Ben says he wants to get back to flats. Jackie gave me her old flats. This guy is with a woman who is so out of his league. It's so good looking that I actually want to have Jackie on there. Let me ask you this question. I've never asked this before. So you guys do Sedona, right?
Yeah.
No. Like the show. I know you're up there all the time. And I asked you if you bring me, and you said, hell no. But you went to the show, and you met a lot of YouTubers, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to tell me your top 3 YouTubers that you met who are cool in Sedona. And Julio, you can start.
For sure, Biker B1. He's awesome.
He's a nice cat. He's a nice, behind all that bullshit that he does, he's a nice guy. He's a smart kid.
He's awesome.
Who else?
Yeah, of course.
Wait. Now, Manny, you go number 1. We'll go back and forth.
Brian Kennedy was super cool. He is.
Well,
he gave us a lot of YouTube advice, so I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, I chat with him now and then, and people ask me, is he really like that? And it's like, yep, he's a good cat. All right, Julio, who's your next guy?
Crashing Dad for sure. He's funny.
Yeah. He's my son.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to ride behind him a little bit in Sedona, and he's a really good rider, I'm not going to lie. Ever since he got that new bike, when he sold the little one, it's like, well, dude.
Well, that's what pisses me off about him. He's constantly like, I'm okay. You're like, you're a lot better than okay. He's a good rider and a good guy. Manny, who's your number 2 guy?
I'm gonna have to agree with him on that one. He's just a super humble guy as well. From what I got, he's super humble and he's like willing to help you out, even if if you're like a beginner and you can't do this little lift, and he gives you some advice. He's gonna be super stoked if you get it, like even if it's just something basic. From what I've seen.
Yeah, his enthusiasm is just infectious. All right, Julio. We're gonna go to 5, by the way. We're not gonna go to 3. We're gonna go to 5. Who's your number 3?
Right. Yeah. RC Outdoor Gold.
Oh, God.
Cool guy. He gave me a star.
Did you really?
Yeah, he gave me a star. Yeah. So
you put it on your handlebars.
He was, this guy was having issues with his drivetrain off the side of the trail, and I was like, oh.
I saw that in the video. You were just like Johnny on the spot.
Well, I was like trying to help him, and honestly, I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, but okay. So trying to figure it out, and then I got it to work so he can finish the ride and stuff. And then at the end of it, he was good. It was good.
Yeah, he's a good cat. He's a smart kid. He's a genuine guy, just like he is on his videos. He's also my son. I didn't know if you knew that as well. Who's your number? Who's your number 3, Manny?
I got to talk to Seth Bike Hacks as well.
You did?
Yeah, it's funny because I started watching his channel when he first started, when he was in Florida, and he was doing BMX tricks on his hardtail with no helmet, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was super cool to watch his channel grow, like it did, and he also gave me quite a lot of YouTube advice as well. So yeah,
that's nice. Yeah, I think we all love his channel. I don't know the guy from Adam. I could tell you if you want to really do a deep dive and see his first couple of videos, you're like, wow, that's amazing. All right, number 4, Julio. You're gonna hurt someone's feelings.
Probably Henry from War Within MTB.
Henry's fucking awesome.
And yeah, and it's not just because I know him personally and we hang out all the time and stuff, but it's truly, I mean, if you've seen how he interacts with people, especially veterans, we had the whole Warriors Festival and stuff. He knows his stuff. He's on it. He's super humble, such a nice guy. I have nothing but good things and love for Henry. That's
yeah. If you guys don't know who Henry is War Within MTB. Henry has been helping veterans, not just on mountain bikes, that have PTSD. Strangely enough, Manny, you kind of look like Henry. Is that a coincidence? What's that all about?
He's my dad.
Good. Maybe you'll be able to grow some facial hair someday because Henry's got a rockin'.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah, he does.
Who's your 4th guy, Manny?
I thought Paul the Puncher was a pretty good rider as well. He's a good rider.
All right. Who's your 5th guy, Julio?
I gotta go with some old guy with a channel name like Shut Up and.
No. I wasn't there. I said at Sedona.
In Sedona.
Yeah.
Daily MTB rider.
God, he's a nice guy. He makes me sick.
I
love that guy. He's such a good guy.
It was
Josh.
the first time I've ever met him, and then after I haven't really paid attention to his videos before. I'm going to be honest, but since then I've started to pay more attention and stuff. I mean, really good guy, really good writer. Also, I mean, it's just I think if you're a good person, honestly, and I know it sounds cheesy, also, but if you're a good person, it's you kind of want to watch,
Yeah, the weird part about him is, as nice as he is, he downplays his writing as well. He's a great writer, a really great writer. All right, who's your number 5, Manny?
I got to meet the guys from Bike Mag.
Yeah.
We went to their movie night. They had a movie night on Saturday night, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to talk to these guys. Tell them that they make amazing videos, and I like their content, and they're super cool guys. I forgot their names, but they're super cool.
They showed like independent films that they made and stuff, so it was really awesome.
Yeah, they forgot your names too. Cranky Pedal wants to know: have you met Lunch Ride?
No,
I don't think
I've seen his channel. It's a great channel. I don't know that person either. All right. In the meantime, these don't generally go more than 30 minutes, and I'm already 27 seconds past. However, I would tell you, go in the description, subscribe to these guys. Well worth it. If you want more content, wait for them to become electrical engineers or whatever the shit they're doing, because I do know they're very, very good students, and I appreciate that. So here's your last three questions. Manny, what's your favorite word?
Word?
Yeah, your favorite word.
That's sick, yo. Or like, hang on, let me think.
Those are no. That's a sentence, Manny. I'm looking for a word.
Like one word?
No, 8 words. When I ask what are your favorite 8 words, I'll ask you, what are your favorite 8 words? What's your favorite word?
Sick.
Would you do me a favor, Julio, and just slug him in the arm? How the hell hard is that question? Sick. Okay. Julio, what's your favorite word?
He does text me that a lot. He's put sick, and then he does this little thing. That's literally most of his emoji.
Look at this guy showed up. I've never heard of this guy. The Chavez brothers, what's up, guys? So Josh is saying what's up to you guys. So Josh, thanks for coming along. Julio, what's your favorite word?
My favorite word, 100% tired, because I'm literally always tired. Ask Manny. On the trail.
Tired? Tired is your favorite word.
That's his way to humble himself.
Let me ask you this. I asked you this about a year ago. Have you guys considered, because I know you both speak Spanish, have you considered doubling up and doing Spanish stuff? There's got to be a big audience down there.
We have actually talked about it. So what we've been planning on doing is having our videos, and then going in and inserting like the subtitles in Spanish and stuff, so that then they can have at least like words and stuff.
Yeah, but YouTube will do that now. I'm talking about you guys speaking Spanish. Like I think Yuka Van Girl does Japanese sometimes, and she does have a Japanese following. So I think that's something. Well, I don't know. Here's a question. If you had to send a rigid hardtail or a single speed full suspension with a seat post up, oh God, which one would you pick? Oh, he's asking me.
Oh.
If I had to send a rigid hardtail or a single speed full suspension. Well, since I'm not having kids anymore, I would say the rigid hardtail. What do you guys think about that question? That's a nasty question.
Full suspension with the seat up.
Well, he's asking you guys too. Full suspension with a seat up. Your nuts would go flying. You would.
You have to think like all of the hardtails and stuff now. They're so like slack and enduroed out. You're gonna be fine anyways. You know.
No. Let's take this question more seriously. A rigid hardtail. So I showed you guys Manny and Julio sending it. Or a single speed full suspension with a seat post up. So I guess what Josh is saying is you got a dropper on the hardtail, no dropper on the full suspension. Which one?
Dropper.
Yeah, dropper
with a hardtail.
Dropper with a hardtail. So you're just gonna. No, it's probably a smart answer because you could at least take a lot of the hit out with your legs. That's a good answer.
You have to think about how it works also. You know what I mean? Like most of your travel doesn't come from your bike. It comes from like your arms. See, like look at all that travel. It comes from your legs, You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
modulate on the bike.
I think your legs are like 500 millimeter shocks, something like that,
Yeah.
for real.
They're huge.
All right, Manny, what's your favorite curse word?
Oh shit.
Was that it?
There.
I think so. Yeah, that's it for sure. Yeah.
All right, Simon wants to know this in the meantime. 27.5 or 29er enduro?
I think you know my answer.
29er. If it was only one choice.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? All right. What's your favorite curse word, Julio?
Probably fuck.
That's it. I just lost my 75 cents that I'm going to get for this.
Oh, darn. I didn't know that. Sorry.
No, actually, I think you can say it late in a video and you're fine. All right. No, I
said
know.
duck.
Yeah, that's going to work. Manny, what profession? So what profession are you studying for?
Like career-wise?
Yeah.
29 for life. Yeah, there you go. See that?
Yeah, 29.
Yeah. Well, you guys are the 17th or 18th interview I've done. And out of all of those, the only person to say no e-bike, no way, never is Josh.
Really?
Hmm.
But he has some legitimate reasons why. And he is just as adamant on 29. I'm hoping Josh will come down to Oregon this summer if he gets a chance, but I know he's got a bunch of kids. So what's your profession going to be, Manny, that you're studying for?
So I'm actually studying, we're studying the same thing. So like IT, network stuff.
Network admin, yeah.
All right. So if you couldn't do that, what would you do?
Firefighter.
Yeah. First.
Nice. Nice. I can hook you up, by the way. One of my best friends is a battalion captain in the Phoenix fire, and he just retired at age 56. Yeah, it's a cool job.
Damn.
What about you?
Cool.
2.1 tires. Oh, because e-bikes are. No, I'm not going to get you started. Maybe you're going to come on season 2 of the Shut Up and Ride podcast. Season 1. Yeah, I just have such a long list to get through, and everyone's been awesome. So, Julio, did I ask you what profession that you would want to do?
Yeah, same thing. Network admin, network engineering.
Well, I know you're doing that, but if you did do that.
Oh man, if I didn't do it, geez, I'd probably find a way to make myself, successful in the MTB industry. To be honest, whether it's like designing bikes or I don't know. I'd probably want to be like a designer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cranky Pedal wants to know what's my favorite word.
Yeah. What is your favorite word?
Nancy. It is. That's my wife's name. That's my favorite word. My favorite person, by far. All right. Let me tell you this.
One question for you, man, if it's okay.
Okay.
29er, 27.5.
Ooh,
I'm like Josh. 29er for life.
You
Forever.
have to, dude. It's crazy if you don't.
I agree. Yeah.
The rollability, you can't beat it.
Mullet?
I actually don't understand the advantage of a mullet. I don't get it. I don't know. I remember, guys, I'm a cross country dude. I'm not a jumping off shit dude. And when you say mountain biking, it's like saying skiing. There's cross country skiing, there's Nordic skiing, alpine skiing. It's all different, but we're under one big umbrella. Henry says that deep down you want to be a stripper. I believe that. So
maybe.
So Josh can get behind a mullet, especially for the DH bikes. I should bring Josh in here and just have him scald you guys for doing that. But let me tell you this, for reals. This is all about other YouTubers promoting their channels. I have not promoted anyone's channel who I don't think is deserving of it. You got to check this channel out. You got to check these guys out. It's just going to get bigger. It's going to blast off. I think when the COVID's over and these guys get a couple of minutes behind themselves, and hopefully you assholes let me ride with you again.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh no. Oh, I'm kind of tired. Oh yeah, I gotta study. I gotta go to my girlfriend. You don't even have a girlfriend, so anyway. Thanks for showing up. You did visit me at ASU. I appreciated that. You surprised the crap out of me. Most people don't. Most people think I'm making that shit up that I actually teach a class at ASU or a giant class at ASU. So make sure that you figure this out. Subscribe to these guys. These guys are gonna blow up big. And there's Josh again. Hey, Josh, thanks for showing up. Manny, Julio, don't leave, but I'm going to sign off here so we're not done. I'm going to talk to you after. So don't forget, just shut up and ride.